Marco De Giorgio. Hey, what up, everybody? This is episode 3 of the Golang thing. So I decided that I'm going to just stick with it and at least just finish this project, just to share it out with you guys. So if you see this on YouTube and you want to go check out the finished, well, hopefully it's finished by the time you see this, or if you want to follow along if you're watching it in real time, the repo is, what is the repo? GitHub user. This is my GitHub user, Nico SQL, Nico SQL. Why can't I think? HTTPS, it would be this, right? GitHub.com, Nico. I could just go there, but I'm not going to do it. Oh, TryGo, that's what it is. So this is, it's a public repo, so you should be able to just go fork it. But what this is eventually when it's done, it'll be a way for you to build a Golang web application. So at least a way to stand up a web app in Go using a library called Components, which is basically like it's a way to write markup in pure Go. So just using Go functions, you can have composable web applications, components like React and Vue and Svelte, but except it's in Go. So yeah, it's not my library. This is a course that I purchased from a very talented person. I saw this on YouTube just randomly, but it's already 1.0. It's stable. He was a React dev for a long time, came over to the Golang space, but he missed that composability, so he made this library. I saw it, I was like, oh hell yeah, brother, I want to learn that. So I bought his course. I can't show it obviously, but I can at least like speak it and write it, and then you can kind of benefit from that. I don't know, but that's not really the point. The point is just so you can see the process, and the repo will be out there because that is allowed under the bylaws. So anyway, that's what this is. And yeah, so I figured, I know last time I was bitching a lot about just the syntax. I'm just going to stick with it. I mean, the problem, I think, for me is that no matter what, because I was just watching, I'm just surprised at how stupid some developers are. I got to be honest with you. Like, you get this misconception a lot, like, oh, if they write code, they must be this and that. But then you get in there and you're like, wait a minute, I'm learning to write code. And I do some stupid shit sometimes. And that means that other people can probably do really stupid shit or say stupid shit. And then you start to realize, this has been the progression of my reality. You start to realize that so much of this, especially the Java devs and the .NET devs, so much of it is prescribed. There's a big difference between somebody that can write an application in Go or in Rust or in, hell, I'd even put Swift in that conversation. Or but any of these people that depend on a long-standing runtime, a lot of them are like career .NET devs or career JVM. They just depend on these runtimes, and they're lost without them. And Beam devs are the worst. Oh my gosh. Elixir devs, my God, they get so... But anyway, my point is, I was watching this video and I was reading the comments, and they're getting all pissed off about, I guess, Blazor. This is their Blazor. Blazor? Blazor didn't get enough hype at the .NET 9 conf, because I've only been looking at it because I was looking into F#. But I'm going to avoid that shit like the plague, man. As cool as F# looks, and even though you don't have to use .NET, you can target native and stuff, you just like, to me, .NET it's not any better. I would never touch Java, so I'm not even going to speak about it, but I'm going to pick on .NET because I considered it. You're still just as much a slave, even more so, to the throes of whatever the company, the vendor, in this case Microsoft, wants to do with their technology. And while I think the person, I'm not going to say his name, but the person that I was watching on YouTube was having just a very emotional reaction to the fact that they didn't talk about his favorite technology enough, the fact is, the more I thought about it, I'm like, because they introduced this new technology, Aspire. It's a new framework, I guess, and whatever the fuck, doesn't matter. And I work in that space, but I'm not gonna write fucking C# or F#, nothing sharp. I don't want to write. I don't want to write any of your shit, because if you're gonna be restricted to something, it might as well be the web. If you're gonna be a slave to something, it might as well be, fucking ECMA, aka JavaScript, and browser standards, not fucking .NET. Because in the end, the web is always going to win out. It's the most ubiquitous target, it is the platform, straight up. That's it. It's just the medium for information exchange, and it's everywhere. It's already on mobile. We all know this. It's on tablets, desktop, servers, headless. You might as well just do that. And so I thought, you know what, man, I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna stick with Go. This gives you way more. Like, one of the beautiful things about Go, it's the reason that I even started this journey in the first place. It's the only thing. Well, not the only one. I can't say that, but it's one of few languages that is actually unto itself truly an isolated project. Like, it stands on its own. It doesn't need some fucking runtime. Like Kotlin for a long time. Kotlin, I guess, is kind of coming out of it, but still not really. Like, it's still, its main draw is its interoperability with the JVM. There's a lot of control there. And I guess you could say Swift too, but Swift's on the server. I kind of favor Swift, so I'm biased. But, honestly, Swift is that you can't, that's not multi-platform. It is, but it isn't. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Kotlin, it's not really, not really. So really, the only true like multi-platform languages are the ones that are low level enough, that have a build system unto themselves, that don't depend on some runtime. It's machine code. That's what it is. At the end of the day, it's what it is. So Golang, Rust, Odin, OCaml, C, obviously, C++. These languages, Zig. These are the things that we need to learn. Basically anything that can embed web assets. That's the ticket right there. Everything else you can figure out. And you can, there's API calls you can make to kind of plug into whatever you need to on iOS or on Android. But yeah, if I have to give out some shitty advice today, that would be my advice. Avoid .NET and the JVM and the fucking Beam like the fucking plague, brother. Just stay away from it. I'd rather write this ugly shit on screen here than deal with all that. It's even worse. I didn't think it could be, but to me that sounds even worse. Like, having to deal with that. I'd rather deal with this verbose, nasty looking shit. Honestly, seriously, because Go is awesome. I just don't like the syntax, but I'll get over that. We'll get over that. I can get past that. Because then I thought about it more. I'm like, you look at projects like Pocket Base, Docker, Kubernetes, CockroachDB. Those are all written in Go, and they're ubiquitous and they're everywhere. And even the platforms like the .NET runtime and the JVM and AWS and Azure and all that use these technologies, and they go everywhere. So anyway, that's the ticket, and that's what we're doing. We're not gonna fuck around with the amateur hour runtime shit. It's not worth it anymore. Maybe it was a decade ago, but yeah, no, I don't see it. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna pick it back up. Now, where were we last time? We were still writing out the server test. This is what we were doing. So we were writing out tests. We did our first. I don't think did we finish this? Let's run it. Let's see what happens. Canvas server setup failed. All right. Let's go back to the well here. Structure. I got to get back to my spot. Server. Starting. Okay, here we go. Server routes. Go. Setup routes. I did that, didn't I? Stop the server gracefully within the timeout. Yes. And then we got to routes. Then I bitched about the syntax, the receiver syntax. Yes, this is where we were. Server test. Server test, go. Status not found. Response. Okay, that's good. Integration test. That's where we're at. Okay. Okay, so now we need integration test server dot go, and then we will talk about what it is and what it's doing after the fact. Put this into integration test server dot go. No. Thank you. Fuck. Integration test. Oh, did I not save? Come on now. Save. What, bitch? Don't save. Integration. What the fuck, dude? Put it in the... There you go. I am a noob. All right, so now package integration test. And we want to import the net package. Whoops. Force the habit. Testing package. Time. Oh. Canvas server. Okay. And we're gonna create server for testing on port. What's our 8081? 8081. And we're gonna use it for, or with, be cleanup. Create server. Defer cleanup. So 2 functions. Okay. First function, create server. Func. So here we got, what the? There's like no end to the way that the different amount of ways you can write functions in this language. It's crazy. New server options, host, localhost, do not boast, 80, 81. Oh, cool. 8081. And then we need... Ooh, Ooh, a channel. Our first channel. Go funk yourself if error start. If it ain't nil, then panic. I wonder why the other ones can't look this way. Maybe they can. I can't wait till I know this language a little bit better, because underbar, what does that mean? Like an empty iterator? So at least we know this syntax now takes, or we can do the multiple return. Multiple values are being returned, which somehow never came across that learning Swift. Or it looked very different, I should say. It's not that we didn't see it, but it looked very different. Error does not equal nil. This is another, this is how you effectively, error does not equal nil. Or wait, if error does not equal nil, that's your error. That's how you handle your error. So you're always going to wrap your error handling logic following that statement, which for some reason it still just looks so strange to me. And then you see it everywhere and you kind of gloss over, or not gloss over, you start to, your eyes glaze over. You're just like, what? Why is that fucking everywhere? But then I realize it's not that it's everywhere. It's just if you're working in applications that make network calls a lot, it's going to be everywhere, because it's at every medium exchange, you're basically going to have to handle that. Otherwise, you won't necessarily see it in a ton of places. If you're staying just, on the server doing, well, I guess even data transformations you could. I don't fucking know. All right, so let's see. This is, what's wrong with this? Go func if error. What's the problem? That's not right. I'm missing one here. For time break. Where's my... Oh, I don't have localhost. No. Go func. And then my for loop if error. Fuck it, I'm gonna bail. I'm bailing on it. That's nice. If only it was that easy all the time. Okay, so what happened? Package integration. These are our packages. We understand that so far. What is Canvas? Package server contains everything from setting up the... This is 404 not found. How sick, brother. Canvas server. But it goes nowhere? I don't understand it. I guess we're adding that later. I don't know. Okay, create server for testing on port 8081. And this will... I hate the way this is set up. Oh, okay. So it returns a cleanup function. So that is the type. Oh, okay. So I see the difference now, even though it's... Okay. Yeah, okay. So this is the return type. So normally it would be like that in other languages. Or that. But not in Go. It's just space and then there. But you might also have something like S, like we saw this. If it was a quote unquote method, then you might see it like this too, where it's func keyword, then receiver, which would be the S, and then your type. So S is the argument, or no, S would, S would be the receiver. Server would be our struct, which we already created somewhere else on the other page. And then the actual function name, create server. Return type is a function. And since it's a function with a receiver called out, you would call it a method and not a function, although it's still just a function. But that's interesting. So you don't... fuck. You still don't name it? I'm going to ask Claude to explain it, but hold on. Let me look through this first. Let me just relax, dude. Shit. Server new, server options. This makes sense. I mean, okay, so we're declaring and assigning S server.new, so some function on server, a new instance of server options, and we assign host to localhost, port to 8081, and we create a Go routine. If error, so is this... We'll just break the whole thing down. I'm still like... Yeah, this is just... I hate... fuck. I hate that. I'm going to have to get it explained like 19,000 times before it's really going to sink in. I just don't... I don't know, man. Twisted my brain up in spaghetti. Okay, so... I don't know why it does that. I'm hitting the up arrow and it doesn't want to go. I gotta do left. Makes no sense. Or I can scroll, that works. Break down this Go code for me. Hot bibbity. I like to see, before I get the instructor's descriptors, see what the AI says, because obviously this is a working project in the end, right? So we know it's gonna work. But I like to measure the two and get, because sometimes they just explain things at a different level, and Claude always does a pretty good job. So I'll break down this Go code for you. Package. Okay, we got that part. Canvas server, a custom package for the server implementation. Oh, okay, that's why I didn't. I guess that's not, we just haven't got that far, but we're already importing it. This function returns another function, often called a cleanup function. This is a common pattern in testing for resource cleanup. Okay, so that's good to know. Common pattern, commonalities. This function returns another function. Oh, wait, I just read that. Func create server func. And then this S server.new server options. Okay, creates a new server instance configured to run on local host. Okay, that's probably the most understandable portion of this whole thing. And then this Go routine. This launches the server in a separate Go routine. If there's an error starting the server, it panics. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, so. Oh, man. So I guess what this is really saying is if error comes back as, I guess there's some default value. Like, what do you mean if error? If error is true, that's what it's saying, right? If it's true, or maybe not, because it's by value. So there is some kind of like default value in there. It's so fucking weird. Gonna ask him about this. What? The fuck? No. Don't ban me, Claude. Please explain the if error start portion. I understand what start is, but what the fuck does it mean to say if error? What is inside of error that written this way? Is there a default value in error? Common Go idiom, break it down. In Go, many functions return two values, a result and an error. Like always, or just either or? In Go, many functions return two values. Oh shit, I'm got sweat my. A result and an error. The s.start function likely has a signature like this. Does D start func s server start. Sure does, buddy. Hitting on the head. Okay. When you write if error, I guess you know what would help too. I'll come right back to this, but let me shit, did I change it? It was Alt. I changed a bunch of my shortcut keys today. Alt tilde, there it is. Haha. All right. How can I read this Go code in plain English? I just need a way to reason about this. Declare and assign. I think that, I don't know why, that always helped me with Swift. Like if I just need to know like how one might just describe it, and then I can conceptualize it, and then I can write it, but my brain just won't let it go if I don't know what the fuck I'm reading. I just can't. I don't know if any of you are like that, but I'm fucking like that. The try to call. Oh, Oh, that's helpful. Can be read in plain English as try to call s.start, and if it returns an error, assign that error to use within this if block. Oh man, that is nice. Thank you. That's really helpful. Here's how to reason about it. Declare and assign. The da, from this point forward, I'm going to refer to it as the da. Declare and assign. The da symbol means you are declaring a new variable, error. I hate that shit so much. Error. And assigning the result of the right-hand side to it. All in one step. Okay. The da symbol means you are declaring a new variable, error, and assigning the result of the right-hand side. The result of it to it. Okay. All in one step. Okay, I suppose I did already know that, but the other part, I did not know. This part. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and hit copy. Make sure this got captured. It did. Okay. All in one step. Scope to the if block. The variable error exists only within the scope of the if statement and any else block if present. Oh yeah, sure. I understand that. Conditional check. The if condition evaluates whether the error variable is non-nil. If it's not, yeah, okay. I mean, that part too also I get, but this is really helpful. So, okay, try to call s.start. And s has access to start because of whatever scope it was written in. Where did it go? I think if I just look at because this is still in this function's scope. How do I get to Alt F? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's all in the same scope. And okay. So then here's S. Hence S start, because you there. Server. Wait, where did it, where is this coming from? Server.start. I have all these fucking stupid little gophers in tabs. I didn't see them piling up. That's probably the best part about Go, the fucking little mascot. But where I still need to see where's this coming from? Where is start coming from? SD. Oh, okay. From server. Oh, because we're just testing it. I'm a dummy. Okay, all right. So I know where it's coming from. And then we reason about it by interpreting it as try to call s.start. And if it returns an error, assign that to error to use within the if block. And the error is what? The error is supplied by whom? The compiler? Who? Or what? Like what? Where does that come from? What is supplying the value, the potential value that would be captured. Oops. Captured in error. And what would be an example? It's supplied by the method call s.start. So by that function in Go, it's common for functions or methods to return two values, a result and an error. The error variable will capture the second return value, which is typically of type error. So fucking stupid. Imagine S is an instance of a struct. Imagine. Okay. We'll try it. We'll try to, I will try. If y'all don't know about Epic Pen, brother, you're fucking missing out. Okay, imagine S, it's a struct. Put my pen over here. Okay. Oops. Struct. Okay. And the start method is defined as this guy. Here, start returns an error value. Wait, to start the... This is fucking stupid. What am I doing? Get the fuck out of here. No, I just remembered the stream's probably going to crash. That I remember why I don't have that started now. It creates an overlay. And if I have, like, my other screen is portrait mode, did it crash? If it hasn't yet, it... Okay, it didn't. Alright, I'll quit fucking around. Okay. Okay, imagine there's struct. Here's a struct. Here's start returns an error value. If something goes wrong, start might return an error using format.errorf. Simulate a failure. Return format failed to start. Oh, okay, so if okay, so it's like part of the package. If it can't start, some kind of canned error comes back, and I guess we make the error message, I should say. I think that's the part I'm missing. I just didn't. And the return value is captured by error statement. If the error is not nil, the code inside the if block executes. Now that part I understand. Always returns an error. Since S start always returns an error in this example, error BBnet. Hell no. Failed to start service if start had returned nil instead. Okay, so are you saying that there is always two values returned either way, and it is only the presence of a value or lack of in the bucket, or I should just say in the variable error of type error that will differ. Tell me then. Not necessarily. In Go, there are two values returned. Oh, whether there are two values returned depends on how the function is defined. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess got me there, buddy. But if it is defined in that way, let's clarify. Error returning functions. Functions like start are often written to return two kinds of values: a primary result, data status, okay, and an error, which indicates if something went wrong. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I still have, man. Oh, shit. What I want to check is, let me see if I still have, when I wrote, it was like over a year ago, last time I wrote Go. And I want to see if I did that, because so much of this stuff, I don't know, maybe I was traumatized. I just don't want to remember, but I'm pretty sure I did some of it on Replit, like some of the prototypes, and this platform really fell off in my eyes, by the way. But so I'm not going to be renewing this year. But I mean, goddamn, they just like really leaned into AI, like this stupid fuck, and then they changed all their pricing and made it suck a lot of dick. Like, I don't know. I just don't. Where are my repls at? I just don't get it. Like, why do you have to lean so far into it to the point where it's like your whole identity, brother? The blog. Oh yeah, my blog. These dumb bitches. I did the blog for these bitches. Ungrateful ass hoe. SQL page beta. Oh, is it beta? I think that might be it. This is my React app. Oh, that's my web app. No, that's not it. Not beta. Go back. I love the UI though, but there's something about the company. I don't know. I don't like these guys. A really cool little editor though. And honestly, they might have like their AI is their own thing. It's not like just a wrapper, a GPT wrapper. It's really good. It's called Ghostwriter, I think. Unless they fucking renamed it, but oh yeah, Nim. I remember when I got into Nim for a little bit. Nim is pretty cool. I just don't like the white space. It's fucking annoying once the program gets reasonably large. It's so fucking annoying. I guess I don't have it. Man. Is this 4 months ago? This would have been over. This would be the only one. This is yeah, no. I think I'd already moved it over at that point. What the? Oh well, fuck it. I wanted to see if I use that paradigm. I just don't remember doing that, but it was more of a single file ETL pipeline. It was doing a transform from CSV to Parquet back into a different S3 bucket, and then from there I just used Athena to write that Parquet into a big ass MySQL database. It was the stupidest fucking architecture. It wasn't mine. I was like, y'all know y'all can just, you don't have to do that middle part. You can just use Spark. Like, you don't have to. But whatever. It's all good, brother. Still got paid to do it, so whatever. But alright, I think I've beat the hell out of this dead horse. I mean, I get it. I just, it's so hard to, so hard for me to read, but I do want to get back to it, so let's get back to it. So that just is, I'm just going to call it, that's just what it is. It's just what it means. Now let's read the real description. This time we're importing github.com, whatever that is, packages. Where's my integration test? I'm not even on the right. Oh, you see him. Server.go. Importing GitHub Matière is a minimal testing helper library that makes test a bit easier to read. We'll be using that throughout the project. As always, go git with this command here, which I believe I did that already. So what is going on? Let's look at the integration test helper package first. Yes, please. The function create server starts a server for us, makes sure that it runs, and returns a function we can call in our test to stop the server again. So, okay. Okay. Note that because this code is meant for testing, we panic on errors instead of handling them properly. Oh. Okay. That's a good note. This works quite fine in test and makes the test code a bit more readable. Does it really? See how we're always starting the server up on the same port, 8081? Yeah. We could make that an argument to the testing helper function, or perhaps try a random port and see if it works, because this will fail if we run multiple test suites in parallel. Right, because it'd be occupied port. But in practice, you will rarely do that. On your machine, you will mostly just run the test one at a time. And in CI, your tests will probably have continuous integration. And in CI, your tests will probably have their own virtual machine or container. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Man, people were doing that. We had this ridiculous build system at the last company I was at. All this rigmarole just to fucking test some lambdas in JavaScript. I'm like, y'all are fucking nuts, man. What was it called? Something seed, earth seed, die seed. It was something seed, build seed. Greetings, I joined the Fabric community. I promise to release. Sorry, I have to answer this email here. With your bitch ass. Alright, where they moved the emoji thing again. Can I have them or not? Fucking admins. Fucking annoying, dude. That's the only thing I hate about starting a new job. It takes a while to get all that power back. Fucking stop taking my plugins. I just put it back. Bitch ass motherfucker. God, dude. It's so fucking annoying. Stop. Like, take it away or don't. But don't change it. You know what I mean? I hate that. I hate indecisiveness. Just fucking whatever you want, brother. It's your rodeo. Just fucking stick with it. God damn. All right, anyway. Okay, where are we at? Go Funk. Now I really lost my spot. Oh, right. So yeah, okay, so it returns that function in CI. You might do that, but something, not this time. The actual testing code is now nice and short. First, we create our testing helper is where is that's not skip T if the short flag is. That's not. Where is that at? Fucking. And then we call the integration test.create server. .create server. Okay, that's there. I don't where. I must have skipped a step because where is this canvas thing at? That's not even no, server.go. Canvas. Canvas. Integration test, canvas server, canvas, integrations. What the fuck is canvas? Oh, is that's what he called his example app? Let me see. Or is that a Go thing? What the fuck is that? I followed this step by step and this is not I'm so confused. Where did he get that from? Or where do I get that from? It's the first fucking page. There's no other setup project. Did I miss a spot here? Golang DK. Structure. CMD. I did that. Make. Oh, it is. That's the name of... Dude, come on now. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so... okay. So that's not gonna work, because... This is, Go mod. Oh, no, it is, because I imported it. Oh, that's where it came from. The fucking module. Bitch ass motherfucker. Okay. Okay, so I need to change that back. And that's why I didn't throw an error. Okay. I was wrong. Now let's go back. All right, testing code is nice and short. First, we create our testing helper is. Call the integration test, create server, deferring the cleanup call until the test function returns. La, la, la. Defer, where's that? I just saw, I know we did throw in a defer here. Where you at, brother? Only there? Oh, I thought he meant you make the... Is that even a keyword in Go? I don't think it is. Yes, it is. I'm almost positive it is. I've seen it before. Okay. All right, and then run your test and check that they work. Okay, so now we should be able to make. Well, if we go down to the make file, open that bad boy up. Make test. Okay, yeah, it's there. Make test dash integration. Okay, I got you. Cool, brother. Make test integration. What the? Error. Found import make asterisk make file 13 test integration error. What's the fucking problem, brother? Cover profile. Cover out dash P1. Oh. Okay. Ooh, so what is this? This is I've always wanted to learn make files, but also I don't, kind of like Docker. But man, it seems handy. Uh-oh. You gotta go over here, buddy. Is that... Go test. Note that we're calling make test dash integration. That's because of skip if short call in the test. Wait, what? Is that just the result? Man, what the fuck? Let's see. Make test. Oh, server underbar. What did I do? Oh, my bad, buddy. What package is it? Server? Package server? Package server. Under server test. Server test. Hot dog. Alright. Run package test. Oh, cool. You can just do it here. Is that the same thing? What the, buddy? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Well, hold on. Maybe not. Maybe just this. Oh, fail. Error. Go test. Cover what? What's the problem, man? Undefined. Server.go. Line 62 to 74. Undefined. Huh? God damn it all. Damn it all, dude. Damn it all. Well, we tried. We're just going to do this. You can paste in the code yourself or see the finished result in your project by checking out the remote server branch. And that's what we're going to do. I don't know where I went wrong, but I sure did. Please move or remove. Your local changes would be overwritten. Please commit. Oh. My bad. Slab. Okay. Wait, but where's the test? You fucking liar. You just... Okay, hold on. Oh my god. The server... Oh, this won't take long anyway. It's all nice and neat, I mean, kind of. In the... This is server go. Server go. I guess this is good because y'all can see how it's supposed to look anyway. How it's actually supposed to look. Okay, so this is... Okay, that's server.go. And then... and then more. So beneath that, then we did the route listener. What lies beneath? And then in routes.go, we just had the one. We are here. Start, let's try it out, blah, blah, blah. Then server underbar. Test. All right. And then our integration. I'm going to keep doing this shit till I'm fucking just nasty good at it. I'm going to come back and troll all the shitty devs. And I'll remember my shame. And I'll perpetuate the pain. All of it. That's just the way it is. That's how it has to go. Okay, integrate server go. But honestly, I mean, this was only, how much was this? This, to me, this is well worth, like this was $100, but I think something like this, at least the way that he did it. The course I'm taking, by the way, is golang.dk if you want to check it out. But I mean, I'm doing it here. I'm not going to show it because that would be fucked up. But it is allowable for me to do it this way. But anyway, my point is, I think this is a way better way to learn. Because you're actually seeing something end to end and explained by a real world, like, dev person. I mean, the books are nice, like the in action, go in action. Like, that's good for learning syntax and whatnot, but there's really so much more to it than that. So much more. Oh man, so much more. But yeah, I mean, just seeing something end to end is just a godsend. Invaluable. Invaluable. Let me get go mod tidy. Okay. All right, so now should work. Still the same fucking error about all that shit. Fucking kidding me? Run your tests, see if they work. It doesn't. It doesn't work. Found packages server, routes.go, and integration test, server.go. Server make. Oh, I got it. Wait. No, that's the right. Where's my routes? Server test. Server test. Undefined server.new. Undeclared imported name. Create server function creates a new. Okay, ensure that server. And the new function is accessible. This should resolve. But that's not what. On server.go. Package server contains everything for setting up. Yeah, no, we did that part. Package. Oops. See the diff on. You can paste in the code below yourself or see the finished result in your project by checking out the remote server branch. What did I put in mine? What is this? This is server.server. Server. Oh, I'm missing hell imports. How did that happen? Shit. Okay. Well. Just do it again and then do it again. Server. Below the new. Oh, maybe I guess I don't know. Did I overwrite it? I don't know what I did. Okay. I must have, because this is what was missing, was the new function. And then routes. Just to be safe, routes here. Yep, that's the same. Nothing there. Server test. What is that red thing? Click to run test. Oh. Too many knobs and noogies running around. Integration test. Server go. Integration test. Okay, that looks good. No squiggles. I like that. Now it should run, right? Hoo-yah. Son of a bitch, man. What's the motherfucking problem? Oh. Huh. Sheesh. Go get that thing. Go, Chi-Chi, go. Go. V5. Wow. All right. My bad. All right, cool. So then, what does it do though? Or like, what's happening here? Go test, cover profile. I guess that's just make file stuff, so I don't necessarily need to be too deep into that, but okay. What does it mean? Da 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 da. All of that da down. I thought I closed you, brother. Oh. Where's my guy Claude at? Oh, there he is. What does this make output mean? Okay, yeah, run all these tests, generate a coverage profile. Means to run tests serially. Oh, one package at a time. Okay. Has test, but 0% code coverage. No test file exists. Marked with... Oh, that's what that... Okay. Makes sense. Has test, but 0% code coverage. Good coverage at 85.7%. And test passed okay status. This output suggests that while your server package has decent test coverage, you might want to add tests for the CMD server and integration test packages and create test files. Or see how to analyze the coverage. No. No, but define... Describe how. Like every expression, every function, or like anything that can put out output. By tracking statements that record when each line is executed. Okay. Okay. Function calls, variable assignments, control. Okay, gotcha. Just because a line runs doesn't mean all possible branches were tested. For example, if x larger than 0, then some expression, this line might be covered by running it with x equal 1, but you haven't tested the false condition. I see. Empty lines, comments, and package declarations don't count. Function declarations themselves don't count, but their bodies do. My body. Func do thing, argument, type, return type. This doesn't count for coverage. Okay, but this one does. This one does. I see. If your test only called do thing 1, you'll have 66% coverage, 2 out of 3, because return negative line never executes. I see. So you're only testing if it's true. Okay. Oh man. Well, this has been exhausting. I think tomorrow I will try to do this in the morning when I don't have SQL brain from work all day. Because I mean, imagine coming from a beautiful language like SQL. And you gotta read this shit. I mean, Go is just so ugly, brother. You know what we should do though? Let's do this real quick before I call it. So this is a complete like server.go definition, right? According to not to me, but to this seasoned dev, and I believe it. Looks fine, makes sense. We had it explained. So I just want to see what this looks like in other languages. Just for funsies. Just for fun, I want to see it. I need it, brother. I need it. New. Translate this Go file to Rust. Oh shit, no, baby. Use standard. Okay, so the imports use this use and not import. Now I have been reading, I picked up the book. They literally call it the book. The Rust book. The 2021 edition, which I believe is the latest one. I think they're about to release another one. They do it on a 3-year cycle in Rust, which is pretty cool. Rust has really good docs. I mean, so does Go. Go has really good docs too. But I like that they put out like an official book. And FYI, if you want to learn, oops, I can't show this course. My bad. Let me get a new tab. If you want to learn Rust, I think this is also really cool. It's God damn it, fuck this. Ugh. It's a free book, so you can buy it. Like I paid for the paper copy, but you don't have to. You can just go to. I think I saved it. Yeah, rust-lang.org/book. So I mean, the HTML form of it is free, and you can just go read the very same thing. Isn't that cool? And so yeah, look at all that. It's beautiful. That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, if you want to learn Rust, you ain't got no excuse, bitch. You just fucking lazy. Yeah, but that's how I know that. So I've been reading that on my off time. It's pretty interesting. It's nice to have no pressure around learning a language, and then you can just kind of enjoy. It's like kind of like reading about some story people tell. You know, it's also esoteric. It's funny, but yeah. All right. So these are the import statements. And I can tell you, we did do one episode, and I think tomorrow I'll pick up and do a second episode of the Rust in Action book, the audio book, because that one I'm allowed to actually show on the stream, so it can be a little more interactive for the viewer. Because I don't like to talk to you guys anyway, because I don't know how people learn and watch the chat. Like that's way too much. No, that's not for me, brother. But yeah. But anyway, I think I'll do that tomorrow. But anyway, I like this. Look at this. This is already better for me. Like PHP does this. I like this as an accessor instead of the dot. I don't know. That's just me. But I like that. I actually prefer this now that I've seen more languages and experienced some of the other syntax. I like the breaks. I can see why people like this now. Because people are like, well, it was 2024. Why do we need fucking the semicolons? Because, bitch, it helps visually. To me, it's not noise. It actually helps. As opposed to seeing just a fucking wall. You know what I mean? Boy, opinions can change. That's all I can say. Okay, pub struct. So we still got structs. This is pub and not private. I believe that makes sense. So whether or not it's accessible via an import elsewhere. Server. Today's sponsor. Address socket. I mean, this looks... I don't know what... I wonder what arc is. I haven't gotten that far. I know in Swift, like this might be some form of generic something along those lines. But I don't know. But okay, so that's a struct. So that looks familiar enough, although I don't know exactly what that is. Okay, and then Rust, of course, has a lot of different kinds of types, which is fine, but interesting. So the struct pub, but perhaps you also have to explicitly say that each property is also a pub. Otherwise, maybe it's not accessible to the caller or something like that. I don't know. And then impl. So like an implementation of, implement the struct server. And then here's a method for this instance of server. So like a method in a class. Pub effin. I already like this better too than instead of func. I've always hated that func and fun. So Kotlin is stupid and Go is stupid because they both have stupid ways of saying function. Func and fun. So stupid. Swift and Rust got it right. Either effin or just function. So good for you, JavaScript. You got it right too. Func and fun is fucking stupid. New OPT. So this, oh yeah, baby, yeah, return arrow. It's so good. See, once again, I think I'll just abandon Go and just go learn Rust because this is beautiful. It looks like Swift. Self as in the type self, not the self-referential self, the object, little self, but big self, big ass self. So return type self, and then you got your function body. This is lovely. This is fantastic. Let for our variable, not to be confused with const. So this would be like the var of Rust, because let can, they do, what do you call it? Shadowing. That's allowable in Rust. With let, address. I know this is a macro as evidenced by the exclamation mark. I read that at some point. OPT host. So, oh, 6. You can define the shape of it ahead of the actual variables. So like what, like the formatting, I suppose. Oh, duh, format. And then, and then the actual value. Ooh, and then you got this nice little chaining action, parse. Man, I'm gonna go learn Rust, dude. I'm over here fucking around with this. You know what I think I'll do? I think for anybody that, I really don't want to shit on Go. It's just not my speed, man. I tried. This to me is so much more readable. I like this a lot. Fuck, dude. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna upload that other repo just because I said I would. At the beginning of this episode, I put my GitHub user so you guys can have this completed components web app thingy. So I'll do that just so it's out there so people that see this on YouTube or whatever can learn from it and get some value out of it. Because it's good stuff. Go is not for me. I don't know what it is. I find it so incredibly caveman-ish. Like, this to me is elegant and beautiful. You can tell what's going on. What the fuck? Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, so let address. So we got this chaining action. Parse. Socket address. And then anonymous function. Some kind of, is that what that is? A closure? Anonymous function? Or this, some kind of initiator right here, right then and there. And this is the error handler. Expect let notify shutdown equal. I wonder what arc. I'm gonna read about that tonight. I don't know what that is, or what it does, or what it is. Either one. And then server address notify shutdown. Async. F and start. memory address, self, return. Or no, this is the, I know this is the, that's a closure. So I don't know what, I'm not sure what that is. Ooh, warp, reply, HTML. Warp, shit. Bind with graceful shutdown. All right, well, you lost me, but still, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Oh, and there's an atom. Okay, so that's our response. We want to get back. Okay, so function for each action, start, stop, graceful shutdown, implements standard feature, async move. I think that's movement of the ownership, if I remember. Some kind of compiler directive. I don't know what this does. Man. Okay, so now I would like to see. Do I still have that in my? Yeah, I do. Okay, so that's Rust. Pretty stinking cool. Now show it to me and translate this Go file to let's see, let's pick a good one. To Zig. Nah, not Zig. To Odin. Oh yeah, brother. Package server. These are pretty similar, so these I would expect to look pretty similar. Although I don't know what that little caret. Is that like what I like about Rust, though, they have something called the prelude, which is effectively like all this crap that you gotta normally import. The prelude is just like in the background stuff that is imported with every Rust file, so you don't have to write the boilerplate effectively. So I like that. That's just another plus for Rust, but Rust make you bust. Options struct. That's neat. I wonder what that is. I wonder what this is. Server struct. Options struct. Oh, that's just the type is okay, I guess that's what that is. Create a new server. I know they do proc for function instead of funcs. They went a whole. What did I say? I saw something the other day that used this, that it got inspired from. I think it was I don't remember what language it was, but yeah, I've seen it before. It was some old language, brother. Old. I think it was a list. Maybe it was Clojure. I don't fucking know, but yeah. Yeah, so that's their func. So new function, opt, argument, type. That's nice. Ah, thank goodness. Let's see, Ginger Bill. Good old boy. Oh, what is that caret? What his thing is that? Address. Return. I like it. I mean, this isn't that's like Go. No, I get that. No. I don't like that. I know a lot of people are fans of that. I don't like this. Fucking stupid to me. I hate it. I don't like that. Well, I don't like that it's mixed. Like in V is cool, but V only does it this way. You're not mixing scopes like in Go. You can do it like this if you're outside the scope, but if you're inside a function, you can do that. I don't, one way or the other, but anyway. Okay, so that's Odin. Let's do one more. Yeah, what would this look like in, what's another language that I've looked at? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not going to use this, but I'm just curious because I know it'll be really fancy. Translate this Go file to Kotlin. There's no way I'm touching that though, but it looks really nice. But no. I'm not doing a runtime language. You know, Kotlin doesn't have structs, isn't that interesting? But it has this like neat way of like in one go it's defining functions and effectively the struct and the function for you. It's pretty neat. Class server, private val is their const, private val host string, private val port, type int, function body, null handler, so they got the whole the options thing like Swift and Rust and see, but doesn't that, it just looks stupid, dude. Fun start. Why suspend fun? Why would you want to do that? No, I really don't like that though. It just looks stupid to me. But this, see, it's like very readable. Git, that's nice. I like that for web. But I mean, you can emulate that. Oh, this is what I was talking about. Data class. Yes, they don't have structs, but so that's fine. That's fine. Data class. Not mad at that. This is just stupid though. All right, well, that's good enough for me. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. But it doesn't really matter. We're gonna let it be. Let it be. All right, guys. I'm gonna be back in a few hours for the Halo stream for real this time. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget to hydrate. Man, I am dehydrated. And yeah. Game over.